everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today I have the May update for Deck of Panning. This is a project pan created by Emily from Emily and Max. She was inspired by a booktuber named Maddie from her TBR board game kind of idea that she had, and Emily asked if she could take that idea and turn it into a panning game, and Maddie said yes. So here we are. This is the second year, and I hope this will continue for quite a while because it is so much fun. I'm not one to have a 5-minute intro on a project for something that you've probably seen many videos of, but if for any reason this is your very first deck of panning video you've ever seen, I always have Emily's introduction video linked down below so you can check it out and figure out what the heck is going on. But I'm just going to jump right into my update because I have 4 out of 5 rollouts again this month, so I've got lots of progress. So if you remember last month, I had a complete refresh. I had hit my goal on all 5 products. I drew 5 new cards, and out of those 5 new cards, I have hit my goal on 4 of them. So the first one I rolled was A to Z shade, and here, in case you also didn't know, I'm late. Well, I say lazy. I can't be bothered to grab screenshots of the game board and do all that stuff, so I print them out on paper, and you can see what I had last time. So I had an A to Z shade, and I just randomized in my Pretty Random app 1 through 26, and then whatever number I got corresponding to that letter of the alphabet, that's what I used. So I ended up getting the number for H. I don't know what number that was, but it was H. And I brought in my ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Hot Headed. This was from their Disney Villains collection. My goal was to use it 10 times, which I did. And I didn't realize how much progress I'd already had on this. I mean, I've had it for a while, but I'm actually I don't know if you can see the windowing. I'm actually all the way down here. So I am rolling it out of this project, but I'm also going to be putting this in my things to pull when I need to bring new things into some of my other projects, because there's not a ton left, and I don't know, I haven't bought a lip gloss from ColourPop in a long time, so I don't know if they still do these little brush tips, but I hate them with the fire of 1,000 suns. I really just hate brush lip gloss applicators, so I want to work those out of my collection because I just don't like the applicator. But I used that 10 times, so that is rolling out. Then the next one I rolled was Wild Card, which I wasn't quite sure if I could pan anything I wanted or if it was basically a pick your space. So I did pick your space, but I think seeing other people do it, I think it could have been just completely ignore the board altogether and just pick anything that you want to work on. It doesn't really matter. It worked out for me anyway. So what I did is I picked the space for summer, and I brought in my Skylar Serene Surf Rollerball perfume to use 10 times, which I did. It smells very summery. I looked up the scent notes last time, and it was there was definitely pineapple, which is the main scent I actually smell in this. But it also said kiwi and maybe mango. I'm not sure, but this is extremely fruity, and it smells really good. It is definitely a summer type of scent, so I have my 10 uses on that one. Then for Random Color Generator, I think I still have the screenshot. Whatever app I used, it came up with pastel orange, but the color, that is not what I think of when I think of pastel orange. But I went with obviously with the color that it showed rather than the name pastel orange. So I brought in my BH Cosmetics Orange Sorbet palette, and I thought that this shade right here, Tangerine, matched pretty well with that. So what I did was I brought this in for a 5-use goal for the shade Tangerine, but then also, this is looking kind of shiny, but also no pan left behind for the rest of the shades, which I don't know if you can tell, but I have done. I used the last use on Tangerine, and then I had this shade double scoop left to use. So tangerine is all in my transition area right there. And this, it's kind of hard to see because it's very similar to the other shimmer that I put on the inner part of my eye, but double scoop is like more over here blending into this purpley shade. But that was the last use on this palette. So this palette and this prompt are also done. It will be nice to move a palette out of my like little palette box I've got going on over here, which is quite crowded. Then I have Wish You Returned. And as I said in my last video, I don't return things unless there's something seriously wrong with it. This one was more of like, if I had known what the scent was going to be like, I wouldn't have purchased it to begin with. But I had my Tree Hut Candied Lemon Shea Sugar Scrub. It was just a very disappointing smell. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. So obviously my goal was to finish it, and I did finish it after 7 uses. So this one is an actual empty, not just a usage goal. And then the last card, or the last item I rolled in last time was for your astrology sign. And that was last month, the 7 of Hearts. So what I decided to do, back up. Okay. So that was for the 7 of Hearts, and my astrology sign is a Libra, so I brought in this Julep nail polish in the shade Libra. And because that prompt was with the 7 of Hearts, I kind of like did what Mari from Patriot Makeup does when she updates this project and she rolls new cards. Whatever number is on the card is how many uses she gives that item. So that's what I did. I put 7 uses on this. I have it on my nails today. This is my second use, so I still have 5 to go. So this is the one. This is going to be in for a while because I just have not. I say it in like every video where I have a nail polish. I've just not been doing my nails very much. So now that I've updated you on all of the things, let me see. I got to make sure. I think I put the. Wait. Is that the extra joker? I got to make sure. I don't want 2 jokers in here. I'm not. Some people. I can't remember who. There's a couple people who have both jokers in their deck. I'm not one of those people. Okay, there is a joker in here. Okay, so before I start shuffling, I will show you. Make sure. Can I get it in frame? Oh my gosh, this is super special. This is this month's game board. The face cards always stay the same. So I'm just gonna speed up my shuffling a little bit. I don't look at the deck before I do the don't look at the deck. I don't look at the game board before I do the updates because I don't know. I don't want to like get my hopes up about any specific prompt that might be on there. So see if Maddie wants to come and help me choose cards again. Madeline! Maddie! Do you want to help me pick cards? Oh, okay. No, she doesn't. That's fine. My baby's all grown up and doesn't want to be in her mama's YouTube videos anymore. I'm okay with it. Actually. It makes things much faster for me. Okay. Oh my gosh, I keep shuffling because I'm doing some pretty awful shuffling over here. Just there we go. That was a good one. Okay, one more. And then I'll cut the deck. And okay, we've got four cards to pick. So 2 of Diamonds, brand you own the most from. Actually not sure what that would be. I have to think. The 9 of Hearts, out of control category. Well, we all know what that is. The 3 of Diamonds, an SPF. And the 7 of Clubs, social media pics. Oh, darn. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to take quite a break from this because social media has to pick for me. So I will be back at some point with my items. Okay, so luckily I counted as social media picks because I just posted a bunch of stuff in one of my group chats on Instagram, and whoever answered and whatever got the most things is what I went with. And maybe that's cheating a little bit, but I'm also filming this on the day that I'm posting it, so I don't really have time to make like Instagram polls and stories and things. So that's what I did. So let's go from I'll start with the one I drew first because I do have them in order. So first I drew the 2 of clubs. Oh my god, this is a diamond. The 2 of diamonds. And that was Brand You Own the Most from. And I mean, I didn't stop and count every single thing. There was a time I would have like said right away ColourPop. I'm not quite sure it's ColourPop anymore. And this again, maybe like quote unquote cheating because it wasn't going to take forever to figure it out. But I know I have a ton of stuff from Juvia's Place, and I'm not really purchasing from them anymore right now, but I still have a lot of stuff from them that I need to get some use on. So I decided it's probably pretty close between the 2, so I went with Juvia's Place. So I'm bringing in this lip gloss in the shade Cultured. This is from, I think this is a lip gloss. Yes. This is a very opaque lip gloss. But I think this is from like when they did their Reds and Berries collection. This was one of the lip glosses. So I'm going to bring this in for 10 use. This is actually, I forgot how opaque this is. So I was like, oh, I can layer it. I mean, technically I could layer it, but I probably will just wear it on its own over lip liner. But I want to get 10 uses on that. Not super, super summery, but whatever. I don't care. Then it was 9 of Hearts, an out of control category. Can you guess what that is for me? Eyeshadows, yes. So I again went with one of my newer palettes that I have not touched yet. So I am bringing in my Adept Amunet new palette. I got the deep version, which, oh look. Okay, everybody. Whoops. Wow, that's embarrassing. Talk about anticlimactic. What the heck? Why? There we go. Okay. You ready? This, as I was saying, is the dark version. So I believe this shade Seth is the one that is switched out. So in mine it's dark blue. I think it's like a light tannish shade in the light version. I'm not sure. But when did I buy this? I don't know, sometime late fall last year, and I have not used it. This isn't really a springy color story, but I don't really care. I haven't even swatched any of these, so I'm just gonna swatch. Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. We're just gonna swatch some of these shimmery ones. So let's see, this is Ray. This is Hathor. This one looks absolutely like a stunning topper. It's one of those greeny pink purple shifting ones. This is the shade Nephthys. I have never, I don't know if you'll really be able to see the color there. You can see the color shift where it's like more of a dark olivey green and then a light gold and then more of a grungy gold. That is gorgeous. I've never used Adept before, so this is going to be, and that is the shade Anubis. So those are just some of the metallic-y shades in here. So I want to do this no pan left behind style. I'm really excited to use this because, as I said, I've had it for at least 6 months and I haven't touched it yet. Then I got the 3 of Diamonds, which is SPF. So I'm bringing in this Alba Botanica Soothing Sunscreen in Pure Lavender SPF 45. I have already like used it a couple times, so it's not quite full. And I did, even though it says, what does it say? Where does it say where it expires? March of 23. I mean, I did buy this at TJ Maxx, so I do want to like use it up. I feel like I've already used quite a bit, even with the 2 times, so I'm hoping that I will have this done for next update, but if not, it shouldn't take too much longer to finish this because it's getting to be summertime and hot, and I need SPF, so that's that. And then finally for social media picks, so I just, in one of my group chats I picked a foundation, a face palette, a lip gloss, or an eyeliner, and the majority picked the face palette, so I'm bringing in my CoverGirl True Blend Serving Sculpt palette. This is in the shade Bloom Babe. This might actually be a little bit too light for me now, but whatever. This is quite old, but I like the colors, especially of the blush. I mean, this is my blush shade. And the highlighter is quite pretty as well. So my goal for this is to use each pan 5 times. This bronzer, we'll see. I think it's going to be a little bit too light for me right now, but I'm sure I'll be able to make it work. So there's the bronzer, highlighter, and the blush. Very pretty. And then obviously I'm still going to be working on that nail polish from Julep for Astrology Sign. So that is my update for this month. I'm actually really excited. I mean, I'm not super excited to be working on a sunscreen. I mean, it's something I would be using anyway. But the other things that I pulled in, I'm like, it's stuff I haven't touched in a very long time, or in the case of this eyeshadow palette, never. So I'm really excited to get some use on some of this stuff. And I'm sure that I'll have my uses on this for next time. I'm sure I will have my uses on this for next time. The rest is going to be kind of like, I mean, definitely not the nail polish. That's not happening next month. The sunscreen, there's only 4 ounces in here, and I use this not only on myself, but I have been using this on Madeline and Nathaniel as well. So if this isn't gone by next month, it means we either aren't going outside very much, which will be a shame because it's finally nice weather, or we are going outside, but I'm not putting sunscreen on us, which neither one of those are optimal. So let's hope this is gone by next month. But that is my update for today. I love this project. It's really helping. Like, I feel like this year as well, I've really been, for this project especially, focusing more on usage goals. And I think you can tell, like, I'm going through a lot of prompts each month, or going through a lot of my products each month, and I'm really rotating through my collection a lot more this year than I was last year, and it's just making me super happy to be, even if it's just 5 or 10 uses on something, that's 5 or 10 more uses than it would have gotten if I didn't bring it in for a usage goal. So I'm trying to look at it that way and just trying to make sure more of my collection looks even a little bit used, rather than having the majority sit untouched and having a bunch of use on like very few products, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's it for this update. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy. I hope none of you picked the Joker this month. I don't know how I keep avoiding it, but I'm sure those words are going to come back to bite me at some point. But until that time, I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.